Good afternoon, students. This is Dr. Nirakona. This is part 5 of Facing Interviews. And this is part of a larger series which I am making called Classroom Without Any Borders. So this is part 5. What are we going to look at in part 5? We are going to look at how you should be entering into the interview room, what you should be doing inside the interview room once you have reached there. Okay, so in the earlier parts, what have we looked at? We have looked at how a student is supposed to get ready for the interview, the practical suggestions, the psychological suggestions I've given you. I have told you also the night before the interview, day of the interview, what you should be doing after you reach that interview venue. You should be going to the secretary, checking out the forms if they give you forms, filling out forms and waiting with your file for your call. And I've told you, do not talk unnecessarily with the other interviewees over there. Do not increase your own tension by listening to stories where people are saying, oh, I know this person or that person, this job is mine. I've told you, keep an open, relaxed mind. You sit in your place, you keep calm, do not smoke and wait for your call. Take a sip of water so that the throat doesn't go dry. Imagine that you are able to answer questions carefully, logically. Think of your own strengths. What are the projects you have done? And now when the call comes, you take a deep breath. You try and make the muscles on your face relax. Start smiling. I know it is very difficult, the hands are going cold, but you know, once you start smiling, the muscles relax. So with a smiling face, you should now try and move into the interview room. Should you knock on the door? Of course you have to knock on the door. You knock on the door 1, 2, 3 and after you have knocked thrice and they say, come in, you go in. Now, when you are opening the door and when you are moving in, be careful. That is a very important moment. The first few seconds and the interviewers are consciously or subconsciously, they are making up their minds about you because they will think that if this person is slamming the door shut, he or she is a rude person. Again, if you are keeping the door slightly ajar when you are moving in, they will think, oh, careless fellow. This person cannot even shut the door properly. How can he or she tackle big problems in our company? So what you are doing in the first few seconds, firmly, gently, noiselessly shut the door. It is an AC room. If you are keeping it open, the privacy of the interviewers will be hampered. Also, the room is going to suffer, the temperature problem will be there. So, shut the door. Once you have shut the door, you start moving towards that interview table. And when you are walking, be very careful. Do not drag your feet. Do not walk with drooping shoulders that you have lost the game. So with confident but quiet steps you move and do not wear stilettos. It will be causing problems. It will make a noise. Wear shoes where you are comfortable. So now you are walking with a quiet confidence with that proper file in your hand or maybe a laptop also, and you are moving towards that interview table. Now once you are trying to reach that table, do not be surprised if there are many people in the table or if some of them are looking at you sternly, because sometimes I myself once faced an interview where there were 13 people at that table and whom to address. So I suggest you go to the table. Maybe ideally what happens, 3 people, 4 people are sitting there and the person in the center is the most important person. So you move towards the table and the chair has been kept for the interviewee. Do not just, drag the chair and sit down. You are in a hurry. You just wait for them and you ask politely that please may I take a seat. Not can I take a seat, because you can. It is physically possible. But may means you are asking for permission. So, and if they nod, you say thank you and with a smiling face, then you take your seat and you put your file on the table for them in case they want to see it. Now, two issues over here. Sometimes, you have stress interview. So what happens? The interviewer may intentionally keep on looking at you and not offer you the seat. So they want to see whether you are rattled. It is part of the interview, not necessarily because they are rude people. They want to check your temperament. So you wait there and then you say, may I? And once you get the permission, you settle down in the seat. Now, once you are seated, do not drag your chair and do not, you are nervous, do not start, fiddling with anything on the table, the paperweight or a pen or anything. And again, I would suggest that you need not shake hands right at the beginning also. Now, shaking hands I will again deal with in another episode, but let me tell you, right at the beginning you don't have to shake hands. You wish everybody, after you are seated, you wish everybody, you smile at everyone, not necessarily only at the person in the middle. You look at the entire table, take everyone in with that smile, because body language, eye contact, they are very important. Okay, so now you might say, ma'am, what to do? Should I say good day? Yes, of course you can, but I think it could be either good morning or good afternoon, or sometimes interviews, they move late into the evening also. Do not show your anger that you have to wait for so long, this, because your temperament is definitely going to be very important. And never say good night. Even if it is late-ish, you say good evening. So now you have offered your smile, you are waiting for the questions, and I will move now to the question answer session, and that will be in the next video, which is video 6. Thank you so much.